When you take one of the world's biggest video game titans, 64-bit computer horsepower, and the name of an ancient Roman god, you're bound to come up with only one result: the Sega Saturn. On September 2nd, nicknamed Saturn Day by Sega, North American video game enthusiasts will be able to drop a shiny CD into this sleek new video game system and unlock the terrors that lurk within. But first, it's off to orientation to see exactly what the Sega Saturn has crunched inside its slender plastic frame. When the Saturn jumps across the pond this fall and lands in the hands of American gamers, the system will offer 64-bit processing power and a built-in CD-ROM drive. The system uses 8 total processors, 3 of which are 32-bit RISC processors, including Sega's Titan arcade architecture. Furthermore, the Saturn claims to be the first home system to use parallel processing, which means that the system divides computing tasks into pieces, which are assigned to specialized processors. All that's great, but if you're like most gamers, what's under the hood doesn't matter quite as much as how much butt you can kick, how many aliens you can nail, and how big a patch you can leave on the virtual macadam. Sega has a tremendous lineup of software planned for the Saturn, but most importantly, they've allied with some of the giants in video game production to develop their own new system. EA and Acclaim are just 2 of the growing list of companies which have committed to bring quality products to the Saturn. Sega properties such as Virtua Fighter, Virtua Cop, and most importantly Daytona Racing will be available near the launch of the system, and they look incredible, rivaling their arcade counterparts. Although games will be the main focus of the machine, the Saturn will also be able to play Kodak photo CDs and decode MPEG video CD movies. Oh, I almost forgot. Digital karaoke will be available. Remember, they call that a feature, not a deterrent. With killer apps such as Daytona Racing lined up in addition to Sega's gigantic user base, chances are the Saturn will be a shooting star later this year. The real question is, how will it stack up compared to the Sony PlayStation and the Nintendo Ultra 64? But if IE's recent preview of the system is any indication, it looks like Sega's chips are in the right sockets.